After 6 weeks confined to home following Achilles tendon surgery, it was time to hit the road. My wife and I packed the car, drove into Victoria via Robe and Mount Gambier, along the Great Ocean Road, north to Daylesford, on to the Grampians and home via Narracourt. The Big Lobster at Kingston southeast. Big flock of yellowtail black cockatoos on the outskirts of Kingston southeast. Look at them all. The Robe obelisk, which looks like it may not be here much longer. The obelisk was built in 1852 to store rocket life-saving equipment. Basket-carrying rockets were fired out to stricken ships that foundered on the many dangerous reefs in the area. It saved many lives. Beehive Corner in Millicent, South Australia. That's quite creative. So, into Mexico. So this is the entrance to Port Fairy, the Moyne River. Shot from the east bank. The main part of the town is on the opposite bank. Beautiful protected little harbour. Quite a lot of boats, particularly fishing boats, leisure fishing boats. Lovely spot, lots of history. So this is Battery Hill in Port Fairy, and this is one of the cannons that was designed to save Australia from the Russians. Of course the Russians never came. Interesting traversing mechanism here, which gives it a full 360 degree range of fire, and then clearly marked lamp recesses and cartridge recesses in the walls, and there was a powder magazine down on the flat there beyond the gun, keeping all the explosives well away. There's another gun over behind me, which I'll go to in a second. So this was designed to protect the approaches to the port, which you can see out here. Pretty mean looking gun. As I said, I can't find anything to indicate what sort of range they had, but yeah, make a big bang and a big splash, I should think. So here's the second gun. Not quite sure why it's resting on the concrete revetment like that. It looks like it's aiming at the car park. So if you drive a Lada, look out. And you can just see the barrel of the other gun that I was just at, past the corner of the fence there, at the bottom of this flagstaff. 1860s, 70s and 80s. This is what the time that all this dates back to. So we've got two spare cannons. I couldn't find anywhere that said what range they had, but they were big enough certainly to protect the port area. So right down in the distance there are the 12 apostles.
Yeah.
So Port Campbell Scenic Lookout. And there's the somewhat protected bay with the wharf that they winch the boats up onto so they don't have to moor because it gets so rough here. So when the weather is rough, they actually use that davit, lift the boat out of the water, and as you can see here, put it on a boat trailer and away it goes, because this is not a safe anchorage when the prevailing southwesterlies kick in. So the 12 apostles, I think a few of them have gone missing. In fact, I reckon there's only about 4 or 5 left. So this is the very first lookout over the ocean after coming through the Otways, and over in this direction is Apollo Bay. Mesh to stop the rocks coming onto the road. So this is Aries Inlet, and there's the lighthouse we were just at. After completing the Great Ocean Road, we skirted Geelong and headed north to Daylesford. One of the bakeries there sells delicious cherry pies. I was hanging out for one. Disaster! It was Tuesday. No cherry pie for you. En route to the Grampians, we saw this gallery and decided to call in and have a look. The range and quality of what they had on offer was simply amazing. I know that the car weighed a few kilos extra when we left.
Okay, so 124 all up. That's huge. Discount, so $29 discount. Came across you. You were just driving past? We were. Yeah, you didn't know we were here? No, just come from Dale. Thank you very much. Receipt for receipt.
So this is outside of the workshop and gallery, and this is just stuff that you can see as you drive past, and some of it is just fantastic. It's all made in Australian steel, cut out, laser cut from an original, and then left outside to rust. So it all rusts naturally, and then they sell it. And not only do they sell from the gallery and the gallery shop, but they sell online as well. Look at the detail on this motorbike. There's the three little pigs, or one little pig and two big ones. If you drove past that and only gave it a quick glance, you'd swear it was real. Unfortunately, on the day that we were there, it was cool, overcast, and the cloud was low, so the views from the lookouts were not as good as they could have been, but spectacular nevertheless. That is a big drop. Just a few kangaroos. It had been a good few days away and a welcome diversion. This is one of our favourite short trips away, and we've done it a number of times. We'll be back again soon.